Hey, welcome to Math for Elementary School Teachers online at BMCC. So this is online, right? You got that part. Used to be on campus, but hey, these are the days of COVID. We would normally meet together and play with these toys that I have to do math, or these toys that I have to do math. Instead, I have online versions of them that you can mess around with on the screen. It's not nearly as much fun as in campus. You need a book for this class. Here's the book right here. See that? It's mentioned on the course homepage. And I highly recommend you get the real book because in the days of COVID, we have way too much screen time. You with me? And this real book is a way to get off the screen for a little while. There is an ebook if you really want it. It's a little bit cheaper, but not much. So let's go take a look at the online stuff, right? Here we go. Here is the course. It's in Canvas. Information about the textbook here and here. Actually, this is information about the course. Information about the textbook. A course calendar. My YouTube video playlist for this course. Quiz about the syllabus. Zoom link if you want to join me Monday or Wednesday from 3 to 4:30 to talk about math and answer questions that you might have. Late passes, which apply to the homework, some information. And then I have all the notes I write on the screen end up in my Google Drive. And so these are last year's notes, and there'll be new notes and new videos for this year. In the meantime, there are videos from last year up that will guide you through the course. So even if you can't make the Monday or Wednesday live Zoom sessions, you can check out the previously existing videos. Each section takes about a week. So unlike other math classes where you might do like a section or two a day, these sections are deep. We're not doing algebra here where we repeat the same problem over and over again. We are looking at why mathematics works the way it does and how to help kids learn it. You got to read the book. There's going to be a reading quiz every week, or every section, I should say. There's going to be practice problems, which are similar to the practice problems that are in the physical textbook, but these are online and interactive. I have a sample problem here, which is kind of like the activity. So the activities, you have to write up neatly or type them up. Often typing is better since some of us don't have the best handwriting. And you'll see some examples of that in the near future. And again, each section takes about a week. We're starting with a half week this quarter. So rather than waste this first half week, the first section starts this week and ends in the beginning of next week. And the second section starts in the middle of next week and ends in the beginning of the week after that. And that's the way the time flows. We are going to cover the first 4 chapters, depending on how you count. I decided that chapter 4 fit better next quarter. So we're going to do chapters 1, 2, 3, and the beginning of chapter 5 in this book. There's going to be 2 exams and then a final exam. And your work is going to be a combination of stuff you type up, like the reading quiz, interactive homework that you get to repeat over and over again, and these activity labs where often I will have some kind of virtual manipulative that you will get to play with to do it. So let's just take a brief look at some of these. So usually there's a little bit of instruction in here. It's like, write stuff down, okay? You can't do math without writing it down, so please write stuff down. And then we move on and start doing some problems. So the first part of the book is about problem solving, and problem solving skills in mathematics are like, can you do arithmetic? Can you use a picture or a graphic to help solve a problem? And ratio and proportion are a big part of that. So that's the introductory problems here. And again, the problems are designed so that if you don't get it right the first time, then you get to try it again. If you get it wrong a few times in a row, then you can get a similar question and actually get credit for it. And it's going to be a slightly different question the next time around, but it's going to be similar to it. Sometimes there's videos attached to the question. Other times it's just message me if you get stuck. So if you spend more than 10 minutes on a problem, that means you're stuck and you should really ask for help. And so use that message or instructor button. The message or instructor button is different than the Canvas inbox. It's related to this little message icon up here in the upper right of the homework. So this message icon is not the same as the inbox over here. It is just related to the online math homework in this course. So that will have a little red dot saying you have mail once I respond to you. And I usually get back to you within less than 24 hours. So again, homework, you can do it over and over again. Do your best, get 100% on it by doing it over and over again. And if you get help to do a problem, like you had to watch a video to do it, or you had to ask if you had to ask me for help, then get yourself a new version of it. Even if you got it right with help, do it again without help. Make sure you're really getting these ideas. All right, let's go to the next. So that's the homework. And each section will have 1 or 2 homework questions, depending on how complicated they are. Here's a sample problem where I kind of walk through me trying to solve a complicated problem. Here's the problem statement, and here's me typing up how I thought about trying to solve it. So you can take a look at that later. And there's a video on that also. And then the activities, again, there's usually some kind of interaction with this. And by interaction, I don't mean you get to do the problem over again. I mean, there's some kind of app that you get to play with. So if I get this one started, I talk about what the activity is, what's the purpose, what are the tools you need to get this activity done. And then this one right here has a little app where you can try and do the activity. And then if you make a mistake, you'll be like, oh man, you got it wrong. You got to reset, try it again. And maybe 3 on 3 is too hard. And if you have no idea what I'm doing right now, that's appropriate because you probably didn't read the instructions yet. My point here is that the activities are more interactive. You got to play around with the tool I give you to play with. And then after you play and take notes on all of your efforts, then you write up a summary of your conclusions. So kind of like a science lab, this is a math lab where I give you some kind of math labby thing to play with. All right, and that's about the gist of the course. So you have 2 options on how to do this. You can do it entirely on your own by just following through page by page the activities that I give you. And the other is to do this and attend the Zoom sessions, which are Monday and Wednesday. Information is on the syllabus at 3 o'clock. There are no on-person meetings for this class due to the state of COVID in Umatilla County. So take care, do good math, and get in touch with me sometime in the near future to do math. Adios.